Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. I'm doing today a Moze build and I'm going to show you how you can get infinite rounds for almost any weapon. So the first thing we're going to do is when we get to our bottomless mag skill tree, we're going to take Cloud of Lead, and this is occasionally Moze, and Iron Bear shots will deal additional legend incendiary damage and won't consume ammo. Bonus incendiary damage is plus 11%. And the next is the Daka Bear. This isn't necessarily something that you have to have for this skill tree, but I like to have it to help out my comrades. It adds a man turret to the top of Moze. Next up is Matched Set. Magazine size and heat is decreased per shot for each set of matching gear by a manufacturer. So like Vladov, for instance. Magazine size is plus 10. Heat per shot is minus 11. Next is going to be Scrappy. While moving, Moze's handling, weapon swap speed, and mode switch speeds are increased. We're going to put 5 points in that. Next, we're going to get Redistribution, critical hit shot, and she regenerates ammo at 5% of the magazine for 3 seconds. We're going to put a point into that. And then our next skill will be Stoke the Embers. And we're going to increase Iron Bear and Moze's incendiary damage by 30%. We're going to put 3 points into that as well. Next is going to be Russian Offense. Moze can sprint and shoot at the same time. That is really, really good for running around enemies. Next is going to be Scorching RPMs. Moze gains increased fire rate and critical hit damage, which is going to do more damage per shot. Going to increase that magazine size a little bit as well for, how much ammo we're regenerating. After that, we're going to get the Iron Bank, which is going to increase our magazine size by 35% with 5 points in it. And then we're going to get the Specialist Bear. By equipping 2 of the same weapons on Iron Bear, it increases the damage that they deal. So I have the minigun, which has 80% damage already. And on those, their heat capacity is also plus 35%. By having both of those on each side, we also get that 25% extra damage. And so that puts us up to 105% of the damage for the miniguns for Iron Bear. So we're going to do massive amounts of damage there. And we'll be able to just melt enemies as they go along. The next one is going to be Click Click. Moze gains increased gun damage as her magazine empties. The less ammo there is remaining, the greater the increase. If Moze has a COV gun equipped, she gains gun damage as her gun heat increases. And that's up to 36% with 3 points in that. And then next is going to be Some for the Road. Moze gains infinite ammo for a few seconds after exiting Iron Bear. That lasts 5 seconds. Only 1 point in that one. And then our final one is Forge. Moze constantly regenerates ammo for a currently equipped weapon at 5% of the magazine per second. And so that's just the magazine that's in the rifle or pistol or whatever else at the time. So building this up, you can effectively get infinite ammo. Now the next ones we're going to equip are going to be Deadliness in our Demolition Woman skill tree. We're going to put 3 points in there so that Iron Bear reduces fuel. Next is going to be Grizzled. Cooldown minus 2 seconds per kill. And then next is going to be Security Bear, so we can get the Bubble Shield. And this is in the Shield of Retribution skill tree. And we're going to put 5 points into Armored Infantry, which is damage reduction and increased gun damage for Moze. Now let's go over some gear that I use. So I use the Itchy Pneumatic Laser Sploder by Torg. Now this particular weapon doesn't have the typical magazine that you would use. We use the Engulfing Phaser. And the Engulfing Phaser has a 66 round magazine, fire rate of 11.01. Then we have the Molten Dictator. Notice all these are legendaries. This is my favorite one by far, 9.45. Almost guaranteed infinite ammo. Next is going to be the Vicious Lyuda. This weapon is absolutely amazing. For the shield, we're going to use the Transformer. converts 100% of shields into shock damage, or shock damage into shields. We're going to use the Storm Front. This one is going to be very crucial for lowering enemy shields. The Lemon Escape is going to be assault rifle damage, so just upping our damage output with Moze the entire time. And then this is my personal favorite. We have 102% slide speed on the Cosmic Crater Snowdrift. That's just to get around the map really quick. Let's get into a little bit of gameplay, and I'll show you how this bottomless mags actually works out. So here we're going to go fight Gigamind, and he's a boss. He has a lot of shields. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take those grenades that we have. We can equip up to 14. We're going to melt his shields all the way just gone. And you notice we start with 83 rounds in this magazine. So as we're burning through, we're getting these critical headshots, and our magazine size keeps bumping itself back up. So we've got 54 rounds still left. We fired a lot of rounds. Still at 30. The lowest we've gotten was the 30. We haven't dropped down yet. We still have this one magazine that we've had in the entire time. Gigamind is dead. We still haven't reloaded this gun. We're back up to 54 rounds. And he dropped us an Itchy Boring Gun and a Friendly Friend Bot. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we have for the video today. I appreciate you all being here. If you have any more questions, feel free to put them in the comments below. I will be checking back and answering any questions you guys may have on this build. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. I'm going to be doing an Amara build for my favorite Amara, for Zane, and for Flak. And we'll just get everything done in as quick a time as I possibly can get them to 50 and get you guys geared out.